Fans filing in on what has become an overcast and breezy Friday evening at Loves Field in Norman. Sooner softball is presented by OU Health on Sooner Vision from ESPN+. The Big 12 leading and second-ranked Oklahoma Sooners hosting the Houston Cougars in the opener of a three-game weekend series between these teams. Alongside former Sooners DJ Sanchez on this team. And a swing and a miss, drop third strike, but Hansen will pick it up and fire it down to first. And there's a strikeout to start things for Kelly Maxwell.
And top.
Hits this one right to the Sooner third baseman, Alyssa Brito, for out number 2. And a lot of these transfers popped up on the infield. Alina Torres calls for it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Kelly Maxwell in the circle. Oklahoma coming to the plate for the first time tonight when we return this year.
Which is huge to think about from a leadoff standpoint.
And there's walk number 36.
And there we go. Being the leadoff batter of a game.
First pitch swinging. Jennings launches one to straightaway center field, but there's some real estate out there for Kennedy Thomas. And she'll make the catch with 111. And hits this one into the air. Wynn's going to knock this one down as well. Paige Hulsey, the right fielder, in to make the play for out number 2. And Coleman stays at first. Hansen bouncing back up the middle into center. Up with it, Kennedy Thomas. And Jada Coleman will stop at third. Sooners extend the inning now with runners at the corners for Alina Torres.
Don't leave early.
Be on time.
Be on time.
Yeah. In the air to left, back is Buto, and it's gone. It's a 3-run home run for Alina Torres. A big 2-out blast to left field for the Sooners second baseman. And Oklahoma takes a quick 3-0 lead in the first.
Alina Torres, her swing has been looking, swing is slow. But see, her timing was perfect on that high kick. And as soon as she lands, that back hip just triggers. That one on a line, not caught up by the wind. It's a no-doubter.
8th home run, and that's Sooner home run presented by OERB, the people of Oklahoma Oil and Natural Gas. Jada knew it. And this is that Oklahoma.
Their cheers, they're pretty loud.
And there's ball 4 upstairs to Pickering. Second walk.
Needing to hammer the zone, but still get that good late break.
Ludlam drives this one into center field. That will dunk in front of Kennedy Thomas. Throw comes back in behind Pickering, and the Sooners restart the offense.
Long, but that's what you got to do to get yourself out of an inning.
In the air to right. Hulsey makes the catch, and the inning's over. Sooners leave 2.
Set up and get people to buy in.
Pop up by Coleman on the infield. Tiare Jennings over from shortstop to take care of it.
She recruits the type of player that she was.
Line drive to left by Shelby Smith. Throw comes back in behind her from Riley Boone.
A lot of talent in that area, and maybe they didn't play on the same travel ball team, but they grew up playing against each other.
Check swing. Did they get the tag? I don't think so on the runner going down the line, but Torres will be.
Yeah. And the call on the field
is out.
And again,
So you're right, DJ. Unlike, we'll explain it when we come back. Calling out and then safe over at first base, as this one is lifted into shallow left field and caught in foul ground by Rollin for the first out in the second inning.
But also coming out and setting the tone when she needs to.
Buto grabs this one for the second out.
we talked about Houston
Payoff is out into right center field as she just was able to guide that past the diving second baseman Bethany Aguilar. 2-out single keeps the inning alive for Tiare Jennings. Up and in and got Brito. Plate umpire Keith Kearney says on the front wrist.
And she's got to be very careful here.
In the air to center, Thomas chases it down, and the inning is over. So a single and a hit batsman and 2 left for Oklahoma. Sooners lead 3-0. Moving.
Gotten completely settled in here at Loves Field yet.
Well, before this week, they didn't even get to practice. Per game, she doesn't have a chance, or it's going to be very close.
Rolled back to Maxwell. And beautifully turned. No, not quite. As at first base, Lorenzo able to beat the wrap.
Foot came off whenever she stretched as well.
I think you're right. This one to Brito. One at second base. Torres's return is in time. There's the double play around the horn. It's 2 double plays in the.
And here comes Waiters. 2 tremendous off-speed pitches to open the count.
This one lined down the right field line, though, by Torres. Cut off before it reached the corner as Hulsey gets it back up and in. It is a leadoff single for Torres.
Start naming players. And as this season has gone along, I feel like you've seen her continue to evolve and have that bats like what we just saw there of working.
And she pulls this one past third. Up with it quickly is Buto. And so the bases are loaded with nobody out on it. Sanders flied out to Hulsey in right field. A first-time check swing, slow roller to short. Lorenzo's play is to first. They get the out there, but Alina Torres scores from third, and it is 4-0 Sooners.
If you're Sid Sanders, you have to know the off speed is coming. It looked like on that swing she was surprised, and maybe she was, because Waiters, that off speed is so slow. You think you're on time, and then you have to tell yourself, wait even longer before you swing. But you could see there, she is so far out in front.
The Sooners to titles 2 and 3 in a row. Fly ball to left will be caught by Buto. Brief tag at third there by Cassidy Pickering, but she will stay put. And that's out number 2. Waits back on the 2-2, drives it into the gap, and it's chased down by the sprinting Lair Botu. And the inning is over. Oklahoma gets just 1 after bases loaded and nobody out. They will carry this lead of 4-0 to the 4th inning. Just as we talked about for this Houston offense, they can score nearly 7 runs per game. And there is ball 4, the second walk issued by Maxwell.
But has done a good job of finding a way to get ground balls, but again, going through the table setters of this lineup.
Thomas pops this one up, and what a play by Kinsey Hansen.
Next batter, your catcher does that. Makes you feel pretty good.
You come right back and do what Maxwell just did, which is strike out Rollin, the number 3 batter in the lineup.
Line as much as Kelly Maxwell's.
2 strikeouts for Maxwell. This one bunted by Coleman, and Maxwell hops out of the circle and throws her out. Leadoff walk, but then 3 retired by Kelly Maxwell. 4-0 Oklahoma, moving it shy of a 4th place tie for most hits in a Sooner career, and she draws the walk here. Slow roller to the shortstop. Lorenzo will go to first and get the out by about a step on Brito. Tiare Jennings moves into scoring position on the putout. In the air, right center, and that will land in front of Kennedy Thomas this time. Hansen took a big turn at first and stopped. Tiare Jennings kind of had to hold up to make sure that Thomas did not catch it.
Towards the strike zone, she's probably going to get less runners on base.
Bunt right back to Waiters. The throw comes home, but not in time as Jennings slides in safely. And Oklahoma has taken a 5-0 lead on a bunt by
a player to execute and get a job done. A squeeze play, Torres on the day, 2 for 2, has a 3-run bomb back in the first, a single and came around to score in the third, and then lays down a squeeze bunt. That's trying to settle in of just being in the game.
Backhanded by the second baseman Aguilar, and the out will be at second base. 2 down. Hodge is forced out there.
For Oklahoma, first and third.
Core takes off towards second base. Sliding in safely at home is Kinsey Hansen, and Core makes it back to first safely. So the Sooners work the delayed steal, and you can't work it much better than that as it produces run number 6.
There's that bobble by Lorenzo, and as soon as Hannah Core saw that, she immediately took herself back towards first. Kinsey Hansen, she sees that ball go past the pitcher, and she is going all the way.
A pop-up this time, and Coleman takes care of it. The inning is over. Sooners able to scratch out 2 more and take a 6-0 lead. Volleyball or the softball tonight, and everything on campus. What have you thought of Kelly Maxwell's night so far, DJ?
But you can't turn on Cruz and just coast your way through the rest of the ballgame.
So the walk follows the strikeout, and Cantu is aboard with 1 away in the 5th. Aguilar the batter. Over the outstretched glove of Sanders and down the right field line for a base hit.
And that throw from Hannah Core was incredible. She caught that off balance, and that's the pitch I'm hunting.
There's a swing and a miss, and that is the 100th strikeout of the season for Kelly Maxwell. 4th time that she has done that in her collegiate career.
I love
Butte at the top, potentially Kennedy Thomas.
not just rolling over that lineup, but loading up the bases.
But she does not. Maxwell strikes out all 3 outs in the inning.
Thrown poorly. They really haven't.
And Parker takes the leadoff walk.
The biggest blemish have been walks. That is the 5th walk delivered by Houston pitching.
And 3 of them have led off an inning. 2 times in this lineup, batting .400 or better for Oklahoma. On the move to second is Parker. The throw is on target by Coleman, and the tag applied out there by Lorenzo. It's a caught stealing for the first out.
Ella Parker, a lot of speed.
Having runners being called out for leaving early.
Boone drives one deep to right field, circling it and making the catch out there is Halsey, who re-entered to play right field. Kind of turned her around a little bit. Coleman hits a rocket back up the middle to extend the inning. That's her first base hit, and she's on base for the 2nd time tonight. Jennings a drive to left. This one's going to hit the wall, bounce right into the lap of Buto out there. And so Jada Coleman will have to hold up at second base. That may have left a dent in the wall, and it also ties. Line drive that's caught by the shortstop Lorenzo, and the inning is over. Sooners get back-to-back singles, but nothing across in the runs department. We'll move to the 6th with Oklahoma on top by 6. Has to face the top of the lineup. Butte to start is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout, and rolls this one to first, but a foul ball.
Fair ball.
Her foot called fair by the plate umpire Keith Kearney, so it did not hit her foot. And
Over that top half of the lineup goes through the 2nd time.
That's a flare out into right center field. It'll be cut off by Hannah Core. Gets it back in as it does not quite reach the gap out there. Kennedy Thomas has her first.
It changes the way that these lefties are seeing the ball out of the hand.
Yeah, the top 4 and 6 of the 9 in the lineup for Houston are left-handers. That roller to the second baseman Avery Hodge.
100%, and Hansen definitely looks there, but got a 6-0 cushion. Give her a break.
Jennings pumps it across to first to retire Coleman, inning over. A base hit and one left. Sooners lead 6-0.
You can slide her back behind the plate, and you don't have to lose Kinsey Hansen's bat.
She's the DP now, and she delivers her third hit of this ball game. Leadoff single in the 6th for Captain Kinsey.
Have done for Houston.
Ripped back up the middle by Avery Hodge. Hansen's going to turn and try for third. It's a strike thrown by Thomas. Hansen dives in, and Hodge is able to go to second base on the play. Looks the initial attempt that went foul, ripping one into center field. Call on the field is upheld. Cora hits a fly ball on the infield. Ranging in is Aguilar, the second baseman. And that's the first out.
And there's that pitch. Yeah. Nothing really squared up off of Waiters.
A walk to Lilio loads the bases. So
she flew out to right in her last at bat.
This is backhanded. The throw comes home, and Hodge is out at the plate. Nicely done there by Lorenzo to Coleman. And that's the second out.
Especially after getting the pitch clock violation walk.
That is going to end it. A laced double into left center by Jada Coleman scores Quincy Lilio, and the Sooners walk off with a win in the series opener against Houston. 8-0 is the final. 2 hits on the night for Jada Coleman, including the game ender, and Oklahoma takes it 8-0 over Houston.
You could see the challenge that this coaching staff gave this offense walking into this inning. There was a long meeting before the bottom half of this inning started, and you know the conversation was into ball game. And that offense, best we've seen them look all game, taking advantage of opportunities